We made it to the royal palace. We've fought our way through so many enemies. We also fought and defeated Zorba, and we are at Luis's doorstep finally. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, right. This is where we were at. Oh, we're right here. We're about to go into this room, and I think Luis might be on the other side, but I'm not sure. There might still be more stuff. But anyways, let's go. Open. Past us is the throne room, where Luis waits. We cannot turn back now. Are you prepared?
I'm heading out.
We'll get the royal scepter back for certain. There's no way we'll let him do as he pleases any longer.
Such a countenance. So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Luis. Hand over the royal scepter.
Luis is not horny anymore.
Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, but the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a natural trial to be overcome. The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure but destruction.
Who's the real charlatan here? You turn people into monsters and convince them it's salvation. Even Zorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promise protection to your devoted, yet always fall short of the mark.
I have never lied. I swear upon my name, it is one of the greatest trespasses I can imagine. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong a force? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by those who bear the public's favor?
No.
One royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic. But what if it drew Magla not from its wielder, but from the masses? That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Magla from people across the kingdom. And thus, the royal magic's power is near inexhaustible. Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries, generations upon generations. Do you know what this means? Magla is mortal anxiety, which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king, simply to stay safe.
Absurd. And how do you explain the people of the capital going mad?
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike. And that is mortal weakness.
So what he's saying is that their true nature is this twisted, anxiety-riddled, melancholic craziness, and the royal scepter is what keeps people sane from taking the Magla from them so that it doesn't overpower them.
That's who they really are.
So the king's servants created the massive magla flow from the vast magla throughout the kingdom. But that in itself was born of the people.
In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. Before we achieve resolution, the people must be corrected. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shape the royal magic anew. All the magla gathered over these months of turmoil will be restored to the people. Those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans. Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step towards a world truly fair and just.
That is, really something.
Natural selection? New humans? What absurd delusions.
Delusions? You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged with powers and will burning ever brighter.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you did to him? You would use the royal magic to inflict such horrors on all the crown's subjects?
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But if they give in to fear, yes, they will lose both form and mind. That is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Then, that's your true ambition. That's why you sent Sorba to the royal funeral. You never even wanted the throne. It was all for the royal scepter.
The shows of power, terrifying the people. It wasn't just manipulation. You justified all of that.
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all sense.
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt you'll survive the first culling and move on to the new world.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve this without bloodshed. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince. Born of Elden blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Exactly! He's nothing like you!
Should you deny me, then what? How would you fix this country? You must have seen it everywhere you traveled. Tradition, superstition, family honor, and all those struck down unjustly in the name of such authorities.
Well, yeah, it is pretty shitty out there.
The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength triumphs over pain. It is not a solution without cruelty, but surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Come with me, and we can realize this dream. What say you?
I could agree with him. Oh, Lord. I don't know if that's not fair at all. The fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Yeah, it's fair to those that it favors, but what about the rest of everybody? That's false fairness.
The fairness you speak of is false.
He's got the right of it. Luis, it's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream costs. And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. But what that comes down to is you figure some people in this world just deserve to die? If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Tell him, Basilio.
Be silent. I once had my own aspirations. Yes, I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
Oh shit. Is it time to fight?
What's happening?
Oh, this song. Oh shit.
The royal scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land. Until then, I will watch the world collapse from my perch at the top.
Wait! Luis!
I have done this for their sakes, not for mine. History and the will of the people will prove that. If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent. It will be a mercy to you, at the very least.
There he goes. He's just floating away. What the heck? Oh, gosh. I guess we're not fighting him yet after all. Hey, you turkeys. Did you make it? Oh, you totally did. I avoided another bad ending. Woo! Okay. Rip to all the MP items that you used. Oh! Oh, don't remind me! Luis waffled on about his solipsistic ideals before disappearing into a storm of magla. I can't just sit here twiddling my thumbs. After him.
If we push forward, we'll be in grave danger. This storm itself is a maelstrom of pure magla.
Maybe this is just what it looks like. When the people's minds are slaves to their anxiety and fear.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant lunatic.
We must give chase somehow.
All aspirants to the throne.
Daddy?
This voice. Your Majesty?
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his own dark ends.
Luis was one step ahead of us. We did not expect him to seize and use the scepter before the final deadline.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be decided. Such is the decree.
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. The bastard always loved making a spectacle of this. Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it matter to you that he may succeed as king?
I had sought death long before he granted it.
You wished for your own death? But why?
The ideals I once believed in, I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic.
So his death wasn't like giving up or ending the fight, ending his fight. It was just pushing him to the next level where he actually has some sort of power or something like that.
Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the catalyst. Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed, with form and voice, given life by royal magic.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever the people elected of their own will.
Oh, Prince. My son. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis.
I've been trying. I've been trying for 100 and something hours.
That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
His Majesty's Magla has faded.
I guess that's it. It really is up to us to save this land's future.
Luis is just ahead. We have to find a way to get beyond this storm, reckless or not.
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now, so we can come up with a strategy.
Ah! Well, guess there's still more to do.
Hey! He's running that way! Kill anyone who stands against Count Luis! We fight for justice! Make them understand!
'Tis a battlefield out here. They know nothing of their savior's true intent, yet the streets are teeming with self-declared military police.
What's a man supposed to do when they're running around screaming about justice with bloodshot eyes?
So it's a crime to even disagree now. He said this was just their nature. I suppose I can see where his disappointment springs from.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as bad as it looks.
We are grateful. We will believe in their support as they believe in us.
By the way, I talked with Nurus on how to get to Luis's location. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and dive in.
There we go.
That's your strategy?
Well, how else are we gonna get through there?
Think, my girl. It's our best play. But with no time for modifications, I can't say how long she'll last in there. I say, we've got one shot to charge in.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight.
Shit.
The road you run is perilous.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even the slightest odds of success.
Right. That place is churning with the Scepter's gathered magla. But if the casting steadily drains it away, then much of the ambient magla should be gone by the last day.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight at the very last minute.
Basilio's really into this.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope until the very end. But have we ever done things any other way?
We cannot yield now. Luis's ambitions must be stopped, even at the cost of our lives.
Let's give it a shot.
Save the country. I must defeat Luis and save the country. But first, I'll have to get past the Magla storm to reach him. I should prepare thoroughly and wait for our day of departure. Days left 3. Okay, good. We don't have to wait too long.
More of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about what happened at the Royal Palace?
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told at the Ancient Sanctum.
What? Bloody hell. That's a heavy hit right off the bat.
Luis knew the truth of the Royal Scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people. That's the fuel for its incredible power.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. all this chaos comes from that dynamics reversal.
Might need you to slow down a bit. So that's his aim. Luis wants to make this a land of humans.
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the royal scepter's power. And their horrific transformation is but the end to his chosen means. Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious lengths. He pursues some other purpose.
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home.
He sure was.
So, you suppose it's for revenge?
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the ancient sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. About how he used to have dreams. Dreams long dead. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything that actually takes a risk, like connecting with people or personal change. Maybe to Luis, dreams are just lies.
Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands, like those of the world past.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness. If we're to be ruled, it shouldn't be by someone who's given up on the world.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
You really are committed, huh? In any case, we'll confront Luis on the last day. Until then, let's tie up our loose ends so we can fight with no regrets.
You've done a fine job so far. Time to follow through on those campaign promises, eh? Win this one for us.
Look at what Luis has made there.
Ooh, look at that.
Unbelievable. We're getting in there, and we're going to tear it down.
It's a big-ass Moogle palm.
What's that about?
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 2 days remain.
2 days remain. Oh, okay. Matt Flarestar, if you're still here. Sorry, there was a lot of intense stuff happening, cutscenes and stuff. But you've been watching Xenogears and you love the content and you're from Brazil. Welcome and thank you, and I'm glad you're enjoying Xenogears. Xenogears is amazing. And hey Ricardo, Ravens, thank you for the like and the Happy New Year. And are we ending today? We're gonna be finishing this game tomorrow. We still have too much game for me to do it all in one stream. And what's up, Daryl? How are you doing? This is where you quit the game, Clamp, because in your case, you had 30 days left. Clamp was just like, let's finish this, come on. He's going into what he thinks is the final battle, and then they're like, oh, nope. Tricked you again.
So, tis finally time.
The day of the hero. Oops, hold on. Okay. The day of the hero draws close. Regardless of whether you're feeling excitement or dread, today will be the last day we have to prepare ourselves. Tomorrow, we take on Luis, and the next day the new king will be decided. The world Luis wants must never come to be. That much is certain. I am confident that we will succeed. We are bolstered by each other's strength, while Luis must stand on his own.
I'm going.
Let us live well on this final day, so that no matter how the new king is decided, we may greet the dawn with a smile in our hearts. Okay. And it's Idol's Day. Perfect. I don't think there's much I really want to buy.
It's time.
Yeah.
Except maybe some like bombs of life. Can you guys think of anything that I might want to purchase? Because I can't really think of anything specifically.
Where to? Let's go.
I think we're probably as good as we gon' get.
Got it.
Maybe purify things at the church? We could check that.
Got it.
That's a good idea. I haven't looked there in a long time. Alright, our last lucky poop. Let's hope it's a real lucky one.
Right.
Okay, back to base.
Finally.
Well, we finally have the lords of Oceana and Montario on board.
You could say.
Both are rotten to the core, mind, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of the principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. We'll have them speak out against the rioting in the cities. It should help contain the situation, if only a little.
Whoa!
Nice work, Batlin!
Ah.
It's not the first time I've thought this, William, but I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. I've always had a rebellious streak, you know. I was a fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that. But in the end, you did turn and face it. Yes, well, meeting you all showed me that what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggle deserve to know the truth, to have access to information unfettered, without slant or bias.
Isn't that...
That struggle, the anxiety, is what causes Magla to swell up from the heart, and facing those fears is what turns Magla into magic.
I guess.
I wish people could learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of. Right. But in the incredibly very tiny, absolutely minuscule chance that Luis uses his brand of magic or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human...
How goes it?
Why, I'd rip my heart right out of my own chest. Show him then and there that I'd rather die than be turned into a monster. Oh, that's how you awaken your archetype, funnily enough. I admire your spirit.
Hey.
I admire your spirit, but don't do that, actually. Oh, believe me, I'd rather not. Not the slightest interest in seeing what color my own heart is.
So?
Well, tomorrow's the grand finale.
I'll see you later.
If you've any things to say to anyone, best do it now. I'd hate for you to head to your big to-do with regrets.
All good.
Yeah, we might not get another chance. Why not spend time with someone?
Let's go see.
This is probably our last chance to relax like this. I suggest talking to everyone so you can push forward without regrets. And while you're at it, if you have any completed requests you haven't reported back on, tonight's the night. Oh, do I pick one person to... Is this like the festival? Oh. Oh, wait. Or is this like the... Say your goodbye to literally everybody, all your followers and party members. Like one last... Does the hand-shaking symbol signify that I can only pick one? You can just talk to everybody, there's no like special thing? Okay. Well, this is gonna take a long time. Let's save.
What now?
And let's take a break. Our first break, and then we will get on with this.
At last.
Tomorrow, we settle things for Luis for good. We're as prepared as we can be, so why not pass the time over a hot meal at the Honeybee? Imagine all of our followers want us to eat food with them.
Now then.
We just get so full. Now, let's dig in. I asked Fabienne to go all out and load us up with extra special dishes. What a grand feast. This is quite a grand feast.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we battle Luis, do we not? We need to eat well and keep our spirits high. Fabienne, keep it coming if you would.
Huh? What? Misters? You ate all that meat?
I served more than people usually finish, too. Shall I bring out another helping?
No.
No, this was more than enough. It was great, thank you.
Tomorrow you're going to fight, right?
Almost correct, Maria. We're going to fight and win. Then this guy here will become king and make this a good country.
A good country?
A country where no one cries. A country where no one will cry anymore. Yeah, so won't you cheer us on, Maria?
Yeah. Of course. I'll always cheer for you. Miss Fabienne will too, right?
Naturally. We'll wait here with bated breath for their triumphant return, won't we? Maria, you're stealing the show for Stroll's goodbye. A good country. You know, William, if I felt even for a moment that Luis's ideology had merit, I might not be in this fight. But we know that's not the case. He desires a country where the weak and helpless are cold. Everyone would know and see that, yet do nothing. No one would benefit by saving such people. They would be written off as a loss. And yet the masses still support Luis. When did our country become so bleak? We'll help anyone in need. It started as little more than a clever campaign slogan, but thinking back, the feels are starting. Feels are starting. I just got flashbacks. Like, you know, when you're in like a life or death situation, your life supposedly flashes before your eyes. And like the events that led up to this just like flash through my mind right now. And like when we first met Stroll, and then Hulkenberg, and then so on and so on and so on. I think we all felt power in those words. Still, speaking the words is easy, but acting on them is another thing entirely, even for a king. I'm not giving up either way.
Right.
You're right. But just because... Oh, you're right. But just because it's difficult doesn't mean I'm going to give up. And that's what makes you, you.
Got a moment?
Remember? No, don't talk about the inheritance and your parents, Stroll, please. I can't. I need to get through these. The inheritance my parents left me was all... Stop! 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 Was all the people of Halia. Our people are our greatest fortune. I will never forget that. My parents were good lords, and the people of Halia loved them for it. I truly hope with all my heart that this country becomes that and more.
Take this.
Oh, we get presents? Okay. So, I want you to have this. Crested short sword. This short sword has been passed down through House Haliatus for generations. It's said to protect its owner. The fact I've survived until now is proof enough.
Hey.
No matter what happens tomorrow, win. Don't die. You must fight for the sake of the many lives in this country.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. I'll be right there with you. That makes me feel so good. Stroll and I shared a firm oath to each other, then finished our meals. Okay, so...
What now?
Crested greatsword. Or crested short sword. It's not... Is it a... Alright, here. A short sword inscribed with the Haliatus family crest. +3 strength and +2 endurance when channeling the warrior lineage. Ah, okay. That's nice. Okay. Woo, let's do some more!
It will be Lord Louis before too long. Alright then.
Ah! Next. Hulkenberg.
I...
Okay. Let's do this. Oh god. It's gonna be a lot of crying today and tomorrow. We're not gonna make it. It's gonna be a lot of crying today and tomorrow. I can tell you already.
So, it is finally time.
They just... Atlus has a way to make you fall in love with their characters. And their stories. At last, tomorrow, we finally decide this once and for all. There's something I should like to talk with you about. Under the circumstances, perhaps you'd join me just outside the gate? Oh, I thought she was gonna ask us to eat food. I was like, please spare me. We visited this place once before. I trust you still recall that time? Mm-hmm. There was a surprise attack. Yeah, when we first met, also she fought Rodanth here. Both. But the surprise attack, that's when we first met her, right? The very beginning of the game?
Well, sure.
Oh. No, we're talking about Rodanth either way. Okay, well, whatever. Rodanth sprung a surprise attack on you here.
Yes.
Yes, I had wanted to settle things with a proper duel. Following that, he was jailed. It pains me to say that Grand Trad is still plagued by rampant looting and theft. I dare say the issue has only worsened without Rodanth present. 'Tis the cause of the Crimson Sky. The fear has gotten to the people, and even the previously civically minded have gone mad. Fear is a cunning beast. It lurks within, fattening itself on our insecurities, and only bares its fangs when we're most vulnerable. We've all become its prey. I put many beasts to the sword, yet the method for subduing the creature known as fear still eludes me. You learn to live with it. I think the best we can do is learn to live with it.
I see.
To live alongside it, rather than be gripped by it, requires a fortitude that is most difficult to achieve. In the past, there were nights where it seemed certain that the beast within would devour me whole. I put myself to blame. I shut my eyes to the world, and fell to my own deceptions. I lived so many days in this manner, convinced that I had found strength. Until at last I met you. Fell in with our comrades and came to know so very many people. It was only then that I understood that I was not alone. I've come to depend on and expect many great things from all of you. Would you believe me if I said that on some level, this brings me some shame? I think you've gotten stronger.
No.
In my eyes, you've undoubtedly become stronger.
Indeed.
Huh, indeed. I fought so long to protect others and now find myself with allies who shield me in turn. 'Tis an experience that made me realize all that I could not accomplish alone. Those who seek to be the sole vessels of power, such as Louise or Rodanth, their solitude offers them some strength, yes, but it also exposes a great many vulnerabilities. And of course, as always, the power of friendship is king in these games. You've protected me countless times when I believed it was my duty to protect you. I owe you the deepest gratitude, for without you, I would not be able to fight as I do now.
That's why.
Our time together brought about an epiphany. I do not seek a one-sided fealty, but as a knight, I wish to serve under a king who supports me as I do them. I'll count on you as always. I'll continue to place my trust in you, as I always have.
I thank you.
You have my thanks. Beginning tomorrow, I shall support you as a true knight of the king. I swear this to you, and as proof of my bond, I present you with this. Oh, hell yeah. Knight's Memorandum. Alsace bestowed it upon me when I first received my knighthood. Man, they're giving me like their most important possessions. Stop. Yeah. From Stroll, I got something that was passed down in his family for generations, and from her, I'm getting something that Grius gave to her when she first became a knight. Like, that's like the most important day of her life. Until, you know, we beat Louise, then it'll be number 2 important day. In it, the will of a knight, perhaps one might call it a knight's soul even, is inscribed.
You see?
Your reign will be a period of tumult. You shall bear a great many burdens, and that which bars your way will not be so black and white as Louise. Do you understand this? You shall face every single individual across this land who push their fears and anxieties onto people like His late Majesty and Louise. And many will not even make an effort to bear their own anxiety again. They'll pretend not to notice until they can push it onto someone such as you.
It is all right.
I offer little in comfort, except to say that you shall have allies like me by your side to bear it all. I hope you never forget that. Never. Never! With our sense of trust in each other deepened, Hulkenberg and I returned to the inn. That's 2 down. A lot more to go. Fuck. Fuck. Let's keep it going.
What should we do? Finally.
So, it all ends tomorrow. I could use some time to collect my thoughts beforehand. Would you care to join me for a bit? Oh, I love this little room here. Tonight's drink is exquisite indeed. What happened to stealing your nerves? I thought we were supposed to be stealing ourselves for tomorrow. A good drink and a quiet moment. These are the best preparations for the heart.
However,
it's been a long road, yes. But tomorrow we fight to decide the fate of this country. 'Tis a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of sorrow's blade. No, rather it was a self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. Heisme, please. But as it graces my lips on this night, I find the flavor has changed completely. Is it better now? Does it taste better now?
yes.
Quite. As I think on the alcohol becoming a part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I died. But now that oh gosh, just remember the state that Heisme was in when we first met him. But now that I've dedicated myself to living on for my son, I shall no longer await death, but will endeavor to not waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day.
Cheers.
I'm not gonna make it. And so tonight, I raise my glass and make a toast to my star of hope. Are you drunk? Are you drunk already? When I was resigned to live out my days in that cave, I remember. And then we were banging some pots and pans. Who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? And it is not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with the only common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many. This game needs to stop. For those who suffer, for those who roam without purpose, and for those paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breast, they shall step forward once more.
Now then.
Before we return... Oh god, what is he gonna give me? Oh god, please. Before we return inside, there is something I would like to give you. Ashen Meteorite Bracelet. It is an amulet from my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the total absence of light. Perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children. Oh, but he doesn't have a child to give it to! Fuck! Hoping the amulet will protect their kin when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not?
Well then.
Now then, let us head back in and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us. Motherfucker. Hi, Reese. How are you? Oh, man. Hopefully better than me right now. June. June.
Hey.
We're finally fighting Louise tomorrow. If you don't mind, there's somewhere I'd like to go before the fight. Will you come with me? Here we are.
Hold on a second.
Tomorrow's the battle we put our lives on the line for. I thought... Oh, fuck. I thought I'd let Rella and Fidelio know. This is the worst one. No, Basilio's is gonna be bad too, I have a feeling. Okay. They just really... Oh, Atlus, you bastards. I know, right? Why at the church?
Why?
Why did you choose the church?
Here.
It was here that my sister lived and treated the sick. I know, right, Doom? This is really rough. She saw that work as her atonement, but she saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. She brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rella and Fidelio kept their emotions buried deep, but the love they had for my singing was real, wasn't it? Oh, they loved more than that.
No.
Their love wasn't limited to your voice. I wonder if that's true. Look at her portrait. Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it's made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am as a person and not just a pretty voice.
And?
Oh, why am I spilling my guts like this? I accept you. I accept you as a person, Juna.
Huh?
Now hold on. You can't just say that kind of thing with a straight face. I call foul. Then again, you did make me a promise, remember? You promised we'd make a world where people could listen to me sing with peace in their hearts. And thinking about it, something struck me. Where would you be in this scenario? Listening from a faraway throne? Or would you be by my side? I've been meaning to ask you that, but I keep putting it off. Your answer would feel like our story's end, and I'm not ready for it to be over.
Yep.
So, I'll ask you when this is truly all over. After the day of the hero, and you become a king, then you can answer me. Is she asking me out? Is she asking to go steady? I'll look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Now I feel like I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. Fuck this game. It's too good. Hair mending, let's go. Tomorrow will be the performance of a lifetime. I expect you in the audience, Rella. Fidelio. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Look at this.
Oh, one more thing. I want you to have this and hold it close, so you'll never forget me. Erica Flower bookmark. This flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me, but once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. One day, this country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned to slaves. It may not be easy. In fact, many will probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our deals and continue onward. William, you feel the same way, don't you? Juna and I went back together discussing our hope for a brighter future. Whew, okay. That was tough. That was the toughest one yet.
I must say.
Fuck. Struggling here.
It's finally here.
Everything will be decided tomorrow. I'd like to visit my brother before we fight. Would you teleport with me to Etria? Let's go see Edeni. Brother!
You've come.
Oh, if it isn't my dear sister, and with William in tow, have you come all this way to see me? Yes, I needed to talk with you. At any cost. We told Edeni about tomorrow's decisive battle against Luis. Tomorrow is finally the day, is it? Allow me to take this opportunity to speak with you. Once you stop Luis and take the throne, what are your plans for what follows? Surely you don't imagine the book will close on a happily ever after. Your people will not be a monolith. Even your supporters who agree with you have varied expectations, and those differences will drag you down. All as enemies lurk in the shadows. I have to follow through.
Right.
You're right, but I have no choice but to follow through.
Oh.
You worry too much, brother. William has us with him. No matter how thorny the path he walks becomes, we are all determined to walk it beside him.
I see.
Good. If you are so resolved, I have nothing further to say. I pray that with every step you take, the path bears fruit. Listen for word of our victory tomorrow, brother. We're going to survive, and we'll most certainly return to the island.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, wait! I had something I wanted to give you, William. I'll run into the house to retrieve it. That Yufa. Always in such a hurry. She'll never change. I've been looking after her for a long time, but I'm thinking it's time to entrust that role to someone else. Why did the music stop? Oh god. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to break some hearts here coming up pretty soon, aren't I? Leave her to me.
Yeah.
I'd like you to entrust me with that role.
Thanks.
Woo! I'm glad to hear you say that. Yufa trusts you too. Actually, it's quite clear she does more than that. I know! It's been painfully obvious. If you've been planting false expectations in my sister's head, I hope you know I won't stay quiet about it. Oh shit! I sense hostility from Adeni, who's sporting a fake smile. It looks like you two are having a rousing conversation. Indeed. We were talking about the swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem in the night sea. I was telling him that if someone were to be thrown in, they'd die instantly. Thank you, Adeni, for lifting up the mood a bit. The adults told me that lie all the time when the adults told me that... What? Oh. Okay. Lie is a noun here. Okay. The adults told me that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they'd say.
What is it?
You're looking a little pale, William. What's wrong? Haha. Well, didn't you say you have something to give him?
See this for yourself.
Ah, yes, I do. Here, William. For your hands only. Rippling shell. This is the shell of a ripple snail. It's a good luck charm here on this island. If you hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely, just like how the waves return to shore. Wives give these to their husbands when they head out to sea. That's quite the gift. Oh! Did I say their husbands? Anyway, let's get going. We've got a big day ahead of us. Shit, I'm afraid for my life. We said our goodbyes to Adeni and returned to Grand Trad. Oh my goodness. I liked that. I liked that a lot. That was awesome. Okay. And now we're getting back to Sad Town. Probably. With Basilio. Okay. Lady, you're ruining the mood.
Finally.
Guess this is it. We'll finally settle things with Louise. Though a sky like this doesn't exactly feel encouraging and all. Say, you need a breather at all? We could visit the ocean if you like. Wouldn't take a moment to teleport over.
Oh, right.
First time I saw the ocean, you know what I said? God damn, biggest pond I ever seen. Del got a good laugh out of that one. Del, Lady Rella, Vinka. I thought we'd always be together. I figured I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it though. There's so much I never did. Somehow it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that. Everything I am could suddenly end. Even after nearly dying as a kid. Real stupid, aren't I? What did you miss out on?
Hold on.
What do you regret never doing, Basilio?
Del.
I think Del wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It was always in his eyes that when he looked at her. But he'll never... But he'll never see her again. And me, I'll never see Lady Rella again. I never got to tell her how she saved me, how I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her. And now, I never will. I once swore to you, right? That I'd help make a world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Vinka, and Del, they were all tangled up in the worst parts of this twisted country. And they all suffered for it. This land runs on suffering, and somehow it's all weak and meek, ending up fuel for its fires. A crown on your head won't make that easier to change. I'll make change happen.
It'll be fine.
Nevertheless, I'm going to fight for that change. We've got this, don't we?
Obviously.
Hell yeah. Nobody's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. It's a scary thing, yeah?
Still,
through the fear, we're all wishing for the same thing. That'll be a force to be reckoned with. Slow or not, this piece of shite world will change. I only started seeing the light from hanging about with you. So no matter what goes down tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure that crown is yours. Actually, I've got another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec.
yeah.
Just bought this. Here, take it. Golden perfume cream? It's made of some rare beeswax or something, apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she hoped I could smile again. Hoped my luck would turn a slum rat like me. So now I'm giving it to you, William. Hope fortune favors you tomorrow.
All right.
Well, suppose we better head back. Big day ahead, yeah? Basilio and I return to Grand Trad. Let's go see Nuris.
Even so.
Oh, man. We'll get through these. We'll get through them. Oh my god, every time.
Now then.
Well, well, tomorrow's the main event itself, eh? I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a chat before then. How about we go somewhere with a nice view? A quick teleport should do the trick.
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, what a grand meteor shower. Oh, shit, look at that. Like the sky itself wishing you luck with a dance of stars, eh? It's for your luck, too. It's wishing you luck, too, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, bound to be. I'm the sky's own soulmate, after all. Looking forward to storming the place tomorrow. Though I wish it was showering us with the dragon crystals. I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're the remains of a great magical entity, floating high up in the heavens. You sometimes find them crash down in the mountains. We take those and process them for use in gauntlet runners, you see, as a semi-biological component.
True.
My dream was to fly to the sky and pluck one straight from the firmament. Was? What do you mean, was?
Yep.
Well, now I have gone above the horizon. I've flown. And if I don't stop here, one day the crystals in the heavens will be within reach. But it makes me wonder. I've spent a lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. I can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can I? Until now, all my research and projects have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or public good. Poppycock. Far too abstract for my tastes. But this journey, seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, it's gotten under my skin. Burns in me like the same mad passion of my most ambitious projects. If an invention of mine helps someone out there or gives them joy, that's my part in changing this land, eh? It's just like what you and your merry band do, tromping all over and helping all sorts. A change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order or of some lofty authority. This world is full of inconveniences and irrationalities, what? Well, my lad, that's what I intend to change, one invention at a time. That's so cool. What will you make?
Well,
have you already come up with some ideas? Ho ho ho! Not a one, chum! After all, up till now I've had rather a one-track mind for the runners alone. But soon enough, you'll be crowned king and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to be bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like your majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it. And yet, you're rather looking forward to it, aren't you? Ah, that reminds me. There's something I'd like you to have. Dragon crystal specimen.
Here.
The first dragon crystal I ever found. Just a shard, really. Not enough magic power to have any practical application. But when I picked this up, that's when my dream hit me. One day I'll go to the skies. And now, here we are.
I'll do it.
I'll get you all to Louise tomorrow, no matter what. We'll make the impossible possible.
Hey.
You hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. After gazing at the stars for a while, Nurse and I returned to the Gauntlet Runner. Okay. Whew, that was a good one. Are we gonna be able to talk to Gallica too? Because, like, there's no option for that right now. Maria! Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go. Little Maria. Mister, don't you have a big day tomorrow? You want to do the same thing that Papa tried to do that day, don't you? That's why I want to talk. Are you sure I'm not bothering you, mister? I know you're real busy and all. Yay! That's great. There's so much I want to talk to you about. The other day, Oh, she's so sweet. Oh my god. The other day, I played with my friends and we drew pictures with chalk in the alleyway. We drew lots of flowers and houses and then... Oh yeah, one of the nice men who came by to get food said he found a job. He makes plates now. And then... A lot happened.
Sure.
Wow, sounds like a lot happened.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But now, everyone in town's been kinda scary lately. They all seem really nervous, and some of them have even been saying that a lot of people are going to die tomorrow. But I know better. Once you become king, everyone will be happy again. I've been telling that to lots of people, but they don't believe me. Some people even think things will get worse. They say a child can't get anything done, but that's not true, is it? Not with you all at my side.
It'll be fine.
Even if I couldn't do it alone, there's nothing I can't do with everyone at my side.
I see.
Right. Then you have my support too, mister. How can I help you, though? Oh, I'll talk to everyone. I'll tell them about a place... She's so cute. She's so cute. I'll tell them about a place where we can all proudly call home. Stop being so cute. Maybe everyone's feeling like I did before. Like they've got nowhere to go. And everyone else is just out to judge them or hurt them. But mister, you said you'd make a country without all that. Where it'll be peaceful and kind and nobody cries. I'm crying! This is making me cry! What a lie. William's a liar. Ugh. It'll be safe for everyone. If I tell people that, do you think they'll feel better? That's a good idea.
Right.
That's a good idea, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay then. I'll tell everyone as soon as I can. Starting tomorrow morning. I want to do my best for everyone. Just like Papa and Mister. Look at
Maria.
her. She's so cute. Well, you're looking very happy, Maria. Anyway, don't forget about that thing you wanted to give him, okay? Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Here you go. For you, mister. Handmade charm.
This.
I made it with Miss Fabienne. It'll make sure you and everybody else come back safe and sound. I'll return as the king. Thank you. The next time you see me, I'll be king. Oh, this is so cute. I sewed it myself, stitch by stitch. It's kind of messy, but I tried my best. Don't look inside, it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, Maria was feeling embarrassed, so I reassured her and said goodbye. Hi Luke, Vader, what's up? You just finished playing Indiana Jones game? It's really cool. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be able to play it at some point. Alright, who's next? Katharina. Katharina. Hi, Manuel. You got your snacks? You're ready for the rest of the stream? Awesome. What kind of snacks you have? Alright, Katharina.
You know something?
How'd you going to face off against that blighter, Luis? Well, I, for one, think you've got him whipped. Oh, say, there was something I wanted to tell you. Got a minute?
Hey, so...
Hey, remember how I said I had something to tell you? Well, the educational program we founded is really doing aces. Congratulations. Congratulations. I know you've been working really hard.
Many thanks.
Thanks. I do admit, I got my nose to the grindstone a lot lately. Just goes to show we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know? It was you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Some of them even moved to other towns and opened up shop.
What a day.
At this rate, I'm gonna have to take up something new just to keep up. Oh? You'll do something new?
What?
Are you thinking of pursuing a new line of work? Well, yeah, you know, at this point, I'm done bounty hunting. And I've been thinking on another thing I once told you. That we're allies fighting for this country. Our paths are different, but we got a common goal. I got a couple of thoughts running loose in my noggin, actually. If you become king, I think I'll journey abroad.
If you want my opinion...
I bet someone in charge could use some intel from faraway lands. I could get that for you. A king's gonna need all the help he can get. That would be perfect.
Right.
That's perfect for you, Katharina. I'll be counting on you. Then I'll find out what's good, what's bad, and what's going on in the world and report back. We can solve the world's issues together. Oh, this is so sweet, too. Word of warning, though. Don't let this country go to the dogs while I'm gone. If everybody's not prancing around all merry like when I get back, I'll knock you a good one. I don't doubt it. Won't care much to not see your ugly mug for long spurts. But better to make myself useful, I suppose. I'm gonna do what I do best. And the only payment I want is you watching over me. I'll let you think good and hard on what I mean by that. Oh no! You too, Katharina? Well, sure. Oh, proper daft. I'm out of here. Except for this one thing. There was something everyone made for you, so here you go. Wooden doll sculpture.
I present to you.
Read for your thoughts? They tried to make it look like you. Not bad by half, eh? Everyone brought their best talents to it, Whether it was carving the wood, painting those pretty colors, all that. If we can mass produce those dolls and make a good souvenir, yeah? We can make it a Uchronia specialty item. Like they say, dream big. Tomorrow's battle is only the first piece of that dream. See... So you better put out all the stops and win. This country is gonna be ours for the building. Everybody's counting on us. I spent some time with Katharina, trying not to let her excitement get the best of her. Oy. You got some hot chips and Rice Krispie and a mixed drink. Ooh, hot chips. That sounds so good. Okay, let's do one more and then take a break and then do the other 3. Let's see. Oh, Alonso. This guy is wild. This guy pisses me off in the best possible way.
Greetings.
Hey, things have gotten quite interesting. I know you're a busy fellow, but you and I are friends. Could we talk elsewhere for a minute?
Oh?
A candidate to the very end. I can hardly believe it. And I dare say you made dying for your sake quite worth it. I don't want to thank him for doing that. I hated that. Any plans for resurrection? I'm not thanking you for that. I'm still salty.
So...
Any plans to come back from the dead, Alonso? That depends on you. I'm currently planning what to do next after your king. I'm certain it'll be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels shoring up sordid books by milking on muddled masses before anyone's the wiser. Well, what's up with the alliteration, dude? And of course, those scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. You'll have vultures lying in wait around every corner. Yeah, I know.
I see.
It's not that I don't have full faith in you, but I just wanted to make sure you knew Utopia wouldn't come knocking anytime soon. But don't worry, I'll not leave you to your own devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. You'll have your political opponent in the years ahead, doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of this silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and force their timely exude. Alonso's perfect for the job. I wouldn't want anyone else to be in charge of this. That's reassuring.
Well,
that's reassuring to hear.
Interesting.
I'll see all their ploys for what they are. A lie for a lie. Stick a bad guy on the bad guys, in other words. My nature has changed not one iota. I am a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others. But even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. So, I'll use my lies to support you to the end. Surely, these are the sorts of lies my mother would overlook, yes?
Moving on.
I'm glad to have met you. Me too. Even though I'm still pissed. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an enemy appears insurmountable, tell yourself this: my opponent is strong, but that is all they are. It is fine to fear an enemy's strength, but let not that fear consume you. Steel yourself, and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail.
It's fine.
Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It is the weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow.
Well then.
And with that, farewell. I leave you with both my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. There's a full... I was gonna say, where's my gift? There's a folded envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. Inside was a silver coin I'd never seen before, with an identical design on either side. I felt Alonso's candor, a man of many faces, now unmasked. Perfect. Perfect. Reflecting on the strange way we'd met, I left the club. That is so Alonso. That is so him. Okay. Next. Barden! Okay.
Impressive as always.
I appreciate you guys. Am I a fan of Assassin's Creed? I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. Country boy. Yeah, I could go for like 20 to 30 minutes. And then probably not more than that. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Let's go see Barden.
You've come.
Now I hear you've got a rather difficult path ahead of you. But I'm happy to see you came to see me despite it all. You've come all this way. So what say we have ourselves a wee chat? Any time, Barden. Anything for you. Ever since that attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come round to participating in the security activities. I consider that a great welcome change, but... What's worrying you?
What happened?
What's worrying you now? I'm worried. The security policies, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to both speak and be heard. The hope is we can find a compromise among all the different opinions and then make a change. It's not easy leading such an affair, let me tell ya. You can do it, Barden.
It'll be fine.
You can do it, Barden. I know you can.
Thank you, truly.
Thanks for the support. And you're no stranger to what I'm talking about, are you?
I haven't a choice.
A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen will expect something from you. And you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made up of allied states, with a major city as the capital of each state, but now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history and cultures. The wishes of the people are all so different.
Yeah.
And you'll be king of all this. How do you think you're gonna possibly hear all the people's opinions? Not sure yet. I have to admit, I'm not sure yet.
You know,
Here's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you take a look at the country by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. And I can govern this town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be. And I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. So that way, the king and the people can have a direct connection to each other. We just need our leaders to follow suit. That's a great idea. That's an excellent idea. I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you do too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out the strongest. Mayhaps some follow you out of fear, just as with Luis. You've a duty toward them just as any other, though, and no doubt you'll always have days where you'll just want to run away.
on the other hand...
And on those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you through thick and thin.
Don't you worry.
They believe in and support you. They will correct you when you err, and little by little, you'll look back and see more and more people behind you.
Have a look.
Now, that reminds me. The town people wanted to give this to you. Desert glass lantern. They fused glass and sandworm husk to make this. It's a specialty household item unique to Martira. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make production of this a major industry in Martira. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch. My city's gonna flourish under your rule. I hope so. I really like Martira. It's a really nice place. I spent some time reassuring Barden, who is overcome with emotion. Barden's great. I have like cat fur all over me. I don't know. I haven't even pet Mochi since I started the stream. Alright, next up, 2 more. Brigida, and then we will end with more. I guess we'll actually end with Gallica. But very fitting to end with those 2.
No.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Ah, I didn't think you'd come see me at a time like this. Welcome. You've come all this way. We can talk as long as you like.
So...
Those Ujif children I took in seem to be regaining their spirits, little by little.
Yes.
The grief of losing their parents in hometown is not easily buried, of course, but I thought enlisting them as my helpers might provide a welcome distraction. Helpers? What are they helping with? I've no intention of putting such small children on anything dangerous. That's what I have you here for, after all. I've been racking my brain trying to think of functions for an igniter that would have no use as a weapon. For lack of any ideas of my own, I asked the children. It was like I'd opened a floodgate, idea after idea. Jet shoes based on wind propulsion. Super brooms that cleaned the floor with water and wind magic combined. Hey, we know a bit about those jet shoes. Kiryu had some of those. Sounds fun.
Right.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
Indeed. They dreamed of all kinds of things. Even better is that all their suggestions really could help improve people's lives, with a little adjustment for practicality. They also suggested a pen that could write sparkling text, and an instrument that could play itself. Of course, I asked what the point of these trifles could be, and their response? It'd be fun. In short, they're playthings. The thought took me entirely off guard. Their suggestions were worthless as weapons. They barely even sounded useful, but I could certainly see them putting smiles on children's faces. Aww.
Fair point.
I didn't think Brigida's story was gonna get to me too, but this is a really nice way to wrap it up. Perhaps that's just what this country needs. Something good for nothing but a smile now and then. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yes.
It might do some good, but I'm thinking of something a little broader than igniters alone. Sanctism dominates this country in many ways. They profit off of every destructive igniter sold, while entertainment and tools of simple utility are restricted. I'm going to change that. I'll make this a country known for better products, tools for happiness instead of violence.
Listen.
As for this country you dream of, you've not even set foot on that path yet. To look at the distance you must tread, many would advise against it, but I will walk it beside you. I know I can count on you. I know I can count on you. Just watch. Between my connections, my tech, and my business sense, it'll be a simple task. William, give me your hand. Reaching out to someone with any sort of self-interested calculation. I haven't done this since I was a child. I was too scared. Yet somehow you make it possible. My dreams, my aspirations. Let this handshake be as entrusting them to you. Oh. She's so tall. Like, bends over. A small trinket of some sort was placed in my palm, entrusted to me. Brigida's brooch.
This here.
Personally cut and polished. I'll have you know, I looked for a magla crystal that gleams with the same clarity as your eyes. It's a meager little thing to hold, but I hope you can feel how heavy my wishes have made it. May fortune favor you.
Try not to die.
Don't die, William. You are hope. For the children. For me. and hope is not so easily replaced. I spent some time with Brigida talking of our hopes for changes soon to come.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Oh, okay. More.
Perhaps.
I'm excited for this one.
Perhaps.
It's not taking me to him.
All right then. Let's go.
Say there.
Now, where was I?
Alright, more. I told more about my final battle with Louise tomorrow. I see. So at last we have reached the final battle for the throne. Louise is a foe more fearsome than any you have faced. Do you truly believe you can defeat him? Yes.
Leave it to me.
I'll win. I know I will.
Yes.
Good. Spoken like a king to be. In striving toward the apex of all archetypes, you've surely marked yourself as worthy of rule. If you were to take the throne, that would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's decree.
I have faith in you.
I trust that you win. You must, if I am ever to know freedom again, however selfish a reason that is. Anyone could free you? But any other possible king could free you just as easily, right?
But
even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I and those who believe such ideals could be easily imprisoned once more.
How delightful.
To finally be allowed back into the world I've dreamed of. Ah, but under your reign, it will seem a new world altogether. I have this sinking feeling that Moore can't leave this, like, he can't leave. I don't know. Perhaps you saw phantoms in my image throughout your travels, but that's all they were. Throughout all this, I remained locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again, as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see.
Indeed.
First, to the royal capital Grand Trad, I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives. Then off to Brialhaven, by way of Martira. That's a familiar path. That sounds like a familiar path. And so it should. After all, the tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side. If the chance existed, no matter how slim, I'll take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be.
Please.
Still, once you are king, if you ever decide to tour the country or return to the road, please, allow me to join you. I would love nothing more. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
I thank you.
Thank you. To walk a country born anew, together with its new king, it is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. Ah, that reminds me. I'm sure it's far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. White Raven Quill.
What say you?
For all you have learned, for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wing mark your flight from this bookish nest.
I can hardly wait.
Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while, but I look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay. Alright. I'm rooting for you more that you can get out of here, but I'm hoping.
Welcome.
I'm hoping you can, but for now, I gotta go.
Oh. You'll come again.
Okay. Hey, Formula! Thank you for the 100 bits. If I was ever given the chance, would I make my own game? That sounds like way too much work. I don't know.
Please help as much as you can.
I don't know if I could ever do something like that. Let's see. All right. So should we stop here or should I keep going a little bit more? Okay, this seems like a good place to stop. We talked to all our friends. And yeah. I would need about 15 minutes to get to the first save point. Alright, yeah, we'll stop here. And we should have plenty of time tomorrow to finish the game, right? Without going overtime? Or should I try to get here early? That depends. The Friday finale! Little early just to be safe? Okay, I will see what I can do.